Okay, so this is the start of the Annapurna Base Camp trek, otherwise known as the ABC trek. It's a multi-day trek or hike, and I'm going to be doing it solo. Be staying in tea houses along the way. Yeah, very excited. So yeah, follow along. Four kilometers in, it's all been on the road so far. Quite a few motorbikes and jeeps passing me. The jeeps are heading to where I'm going on day one, so I guess they're skipping the first part, but I wanted to take the authentic option of the local bus this morning. So yeah, so far so good. Would prefer if it was on a path, but the roads are fairly quiet. Very warm, blue skies. It will definitely get colder. Past a group of school children on the way. They were heading in the other direction. Most of them said a nice namaste. Some of them were money, chocolate, sweets. Alright, so we're onto a path, and it was, quite a steep uphill. Just stopped for a little break. Got some water from the waterfall, and humid. I am sweating a lot. Lots of insects buzzing around in the background. A nice soundtrack to the start of the hike. Yeah, beautiful rainforest views. Started walking downhill and I questioned it, so I looked on Maps.me and I was going the wrong way. So thank goodness for technology, otherwise that would have been a very long detour. Okay, just slightly freaked out. What I think was a snake just made its way past me. Long tail, thin. Yeah, wasn't expecting snakes in Nepal. Maybe should have done a bit more research. Just hit 8 kilometers. Had to have a sit down because it's the heat and humidity that's tiring me. I mean, along with the uphill steps, but yeah, wasn't expecting it to be this hot and humid in the hills. But yeah, I mean, probably not best to have worn a cotton t-shirt, but yeah, little break and then we'll keep going. 6 kilometers to go until the first checkpoint. I've seen and walked past a group of monkeys. Trying to keep my head down. I really do not like monkeys. Just don't find them cute. I feel like I'm gonna be attacked by monkeys. All came from a bad past experience in Bali. Yeah. Let's get away from these monkeys. Okay, we've come to the first suspension bridge. Let's hope it can take the weight of me and my backpack. Some cool air, some shade. Yes, please. Thank you. Whew. I needed this. Views just get better and better. Just 800 meters from day one checkpoint and got this grueling set of steps. Whew. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it's the end of day one on the ABC trek. I'm in my tea house homestay bedroom. I'm the only one staying here tonight. The family have been so welcoming. I had chai tea and a super delicious dinner, and yeah, just been chilling, reading my book, looking at the views, doing a bit of journaling, in my element. So yeah, gonna rest up and get myself set for day two. Bring it on. Staying in these tea houses, homestays is incredibly affordable. I'm paying 1,200 rupees for one night with dinner and breakfast. That's around £6.50 off the top of my head. Okay, good night's sleep. Very cozy in the bedroom, under the blankets, and yeah, just about to set off on day two's trek. As you can probably tell, the sun is out and it's shining bright. I should probably put my sunglasses on, and yeah, looking forward to day two. Not the best of starts to day two's trekking. I was going in one direction and a guy told me to go in the other direction, which contradicted the map, and then I missed the path, so I had to go back on myself. I've got jeeps passing me saying, "You want to lift? You want to take the road?" I'm like, "No, I just want the path to the next destination. I don't want to go in a vehicle. I don't want to go on the road." So I've then ended up trespassing through someone's farm. Tried to get through there as quickly as possible without going over on my ankle. And yeah, just stopped at a waterfall to top up the bottle, and we'll hopefully find the right path. And then we're set and on our way. Big descent coming up. Unfortunately, I am gonna have to go on the road for a bit. The path on Maps.me simply does not exist unless I were to scramble through thick, dense forest. I want to be in the distance over there, but don't really feel like risking it on my own. Yeah. So I think detour on the road and then rejoin the path somewhere. Look at the size of this suspension bridge that I'm about to cross. Huge. I hope my small fear of heights does not kick in halfway. Careful not to drop your phones down. Sorry, get my breath. That last kilometre was brutal. Steep, uphill, midday sun, 10 kilogram backpack, humid. Really hard, really hard. Oh God, wasn't expecting this heat, no. Oh, this is hard on the legs. Apparently 1.8 kilometre to go. I'm looking forward to a really cold shower. So I made it to Chichamrong, and this was going to be my stopover, but because it's only 1:30, I'm gonna push on and get some more kilometres in. Yeah, quite a large village with plenty of guest houses and cafes, but it's quite hard actually getting someone's attention in some of them. Finding someone that works there. I just want some food. But yeah, decided to just have some biscuits for lunch and then have a bigger meal later on at somewhere further down the line. Okay, so I'm midway through day 3, well midway in terms of kilometres, onto Durali, which is the penultimate planned stop before the base camp. Yesterday I went further than initially planned, which was great, and last night was great because I met a few people where I was staying, including a group of British guys who I got on with really well. Had some good food, the famous dalbat, which is seen as the power food for hiking, and then some porridge this morning. It's cooler, but I've been going at quite a good pace, and yeah, overtaking people. I'd rather arrive at my destination a bit earlier, be able to chill. There's also the fact that I don't have anywhere reserved, and there's always the chance, given the limited options, that places couldn't be available. But yeah, day 3 is going well. I'm enjoying a coffee at, I think, 2,000 meters. Correction, I am now at 2,600 meters. Yesterday, or last night in Suwa, was 2,300 meters. Base camp is 4,100 meters. These views are sensational. Wow. This is dalbat, the go-to meal for hikes in Nepal. You've got the curry, the rice, some potato, roti, a bit of chutney. They say dalbat gives you 24/7 power. Just stopped for some lunch in Durali. Was going to be my stopover tonight, but I was faster than planned this morning, so I'm going to crack on to the next spot. And yeah, the views just keep getting better. It is getting cooler though, which I am happy about. So yeah, had my lunch, had my fuel, let's go. I met a Norwegian fella called Ziggy. Very kind, cool guy who gave me one of his rehydration packets, orange flavour, because I've been losing so much. So many electrolytes, and like my hat and my backpack got those white salt patches. So thank you, Ziggy. You've given me a new lease of energy as I ascend to the next spot. Yeah, because I was feeling it. But yeah, next time, Sam, pack electrolyte packets. Okay. I'm turning corners thinking, all right, little flat section or a bit of downhill. Nah, some more steep uphill. Cool. Tell you, my calves are gonna be huge by the end of my time in the pool. Oh, electrolyte drink, so good. So good. Added extra layer on as we're getting higher and kind of in the clouds, I think. So yeah, pulled on my waterproof and yeah, hopefully it doesn't rain. I'm at Macha Putre base camp. I was thinking to stay the night here, but it's only 2:15 and it's saying 2 hours to Annapurna base camp. And I'm thinking I can do it in an hour and a half. So I'm gonna take a risk and head to Annapurna base camp. I bloody hope there's accommodation available there. But yeah, fingers crossed. And if it all works out, I'll be there for sunset and then sunrise in the morning. I'd say for the most hour or so, I've seen no more than 3 or 4 other hikers. And along the route, there's been like sections of spots where there's been large clusters of groups. And I thought, oh, should be all good to the final destination. And then I look ahead and I see a humongous group of probably 30 plus people. Oh god, oh well. A big group of people, school students from the UK, typical, halfway across the world, Himalayas, bunch of dirty moaning teenagers. But no, good on them. I mean, what an experience at that age. The best that we got at school was a geography trip to Suffolk, and it pissed it down. So yeah, either they got some wealthy parents or the schools received a nice bit of funding from the government. But yeah, wasn't expecting that. The landscape has changed quite a lot over the last few days, and now with it being quite misty and cool and looking at the terrain, vegetation, I think I was in like Scotland or the Lake District or Ireland. Yeah. I feel I'm close. according to the map, and I won't take that as gospel, but I'm just 1 kilometer away from the Annapurna base camp, the ABC. Woof. Got this last, what's the word? You know, you get that burst of energy when you're absolutely exhausted. Adrenaline, that's it. Yeah, I got that. I got that for the last K. Come on, Sam. There's the sign. There's the sign. Woo. I did it. Oh. So thankfully, the second place I went to had a spare bed. It's called Sunrise Guest House. Met my mate Ziggy here. Had a very, very, very cold shower. Probably the coldest shower I've ever had. But it was nice to freshen up, if you can call it that. And yeah, I'm into my warm clothes. I got my knockoff North Face jumper, hat, and my knockoff North Face jacket. I think total cost, with gloves as well, was 14 quid in Pokhara. But you know what? He's holding out. But let's see how it is overnight, because the temperature will probably plummet. But yeah, very happy to make it to base camp. Annapurna base camp, waiting for the sunrise. It was an amazing experience, even though it's bitterly cold. To see the sunrise over Annapurna was magnificent. Goodbye ABC, farewell. You've been sensational. It's time to head down. This is good. This is very good. This is very, very, very good. It genuinely takes your breath away. I mean, yeah, there's the altitude aspect, but it's just out of this world. It is so, so beautiful. I hope that I can inspire you to visit Nepal, to see these views in your own eyes. The strength of the Sherpas and the porters is something else. I mean, they've got massive packs on them, and they're holding them with a band across their head for the best support and posture. But yeah, they must be incredibly fit if they're doing this multiple times, potentially a week. I remember these very steep steps from this time yesterday. I must say it is nice going down. Yeah, I've got some sympathy for those that are going up, but you know, I was in their shoes yesterday. Oh, it's not all downhill on the way back. Kind of got to go up to go back down again in some sections, like so. They just keep on coming. There's loads of them. Look at all these lambs and sheep. So that was a very surreal experience, walking along, and all of a sudden, hundreds of sheep and lamb are just coming down the path. And I'm not sure whether they're wild, I don't know what to do. And eventually the farmer, a very angry farmer, comes up the path and he's getting them to get back on the path. And he's saying, come, it's okay. So yeah, I made it through. But yeah, wasn't expecting that. It's the end of day 4, just about to call it a night. And yeah, I've got my own room in a tea house. I really wanted my own space for tonight after having shared a room on the last couple of nights. There's been a few heavy snores and my sleep has not been good at all. The altitude is also a factor in that. You don't sleep as well at higher altitude because the lower oxygen levels. And yeah, as you can tell, I'm exhausted. So fingers crossed I can sleep well tonight. As I finished recording that last video, a few firecrackers went off outside. It's Diwali. Yay! Woohoo! Up the ding!
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Yeah.
Behind your bed.
Yeah.
It's midway through day 5. My final day on the hike trek. And I'm on my way back to Annapurna. Around 9 kilometers to go. I'm off the main ABC route. And I could have got a jeep back to Pokhara at the end of the main route, but I want to finish where I started in Annapurna and then take the local bus back to Pokhara. Yeah, I didn't really want to spend 7,000 rupees on a jeep transfer. So yeah, I'm enjoying this bit of solitude. I've seen 2 other trekkers in the past hour and a half, compared to 10 trekkers every 2 minutes on the main route. Thankfully last night I was able to get some sleep, and yeah, it was desperately needed. Just running very low on energy. I'm on the road and every other vehicle is asking if I want a ride, but no way, not now. It's like offering a morbidly obese person a donut when they're on a diet. It would feel good, but in the long run, nah. Happy Diwali! The Diwali look. I'm just sat having one of my last water breaks before I finish the route, and I'm reflecting on what's been a fantastic 5 days. Some amazing experiences along the way, some breathtaking views. Yeah, the ABC reaching the top was, yeah, something I'll remember forever. There's been a few negatives. I mean, yeah, the route is very popular now and we are in peak season. At times it was pretty busy, and I'd say some of the other tourists were probably the main negative. Some people just had very little respect for the locals, the guides, the environment. I saw quite a lot of litter along the way. Others were just unprepared for what is quite a physically challenging hike. You saw people with no water or, you know, footwear that just wasn't suitable, and also just a lack of etiquette, like hiking, you know, letting people pass or keeping to one side, which frustrated me at times. Last night there was one guy who, I won't state his nationality, but I was ready to push him over the mountain, or push him down the cliff face. Yeah, he was annoying me so much, just with some of his comments and like complaining and whinging about the food and the facilities. And mate, you're in the Himalayas, like you're not gonna have your Taco Bell and Wi-Fi here. Like, enjoy the experience. And unfortunately, I feel that the ABC with social media is just going to become more and more popular, and you worry about how it's going to affect the paths, because they're very narrow paths, and with the amount of footfall, it could, yeah, long term be to detriment. So I've really enjoyed the bit at the start. The sections where I've had the most enjoyment have probably been at the start and at the end, where I've been off the main route and I haven't seen many people aside from locals. And like just then I went past a group of people who were celebrating Diwali, and they gave me a flower and they put the paint or chalk or on my forehead. The Nepal, the Himalayas, the Annapurna region is so beautiful, and I really hope it stays that way and doesn't become overdeveloped, over commercialized, too focused to the Western tourist. I've really enjoyed the experience of solo hiking too, doing things on my own time scale and just listening to my body and kind of taking each hour as it comes, like not really having much of a plan, just seeing where I got to by the end of the day, and then just staying the night in a tea house. It's been brilliant, and I look forward to undertaking more hikes during my time in Nepal. I've got a few weeks left, and then in the future in other parts of the world. It's also been really fun to document and take little videos and put them all together in the video that you are now watching. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and like, subscribe, comment. This is just for me to look back on in years to come and maybe show grandkids, great grandkids, this is what Sam did when he was 29. And yeah, for the next few minutes I'm just gonna take in the sound of the water below me and the insects buzzing around and the fresh air. Yeah, amazing for health, especially mental health. So thank you for watching. Just placed my step crossing a stream, so for the last section I'm walking with a very soggy left sock.